Hey guys, Alex here. 大家好. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see every one of you here. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, just say a hi to me in the comments. I'll be waiting for your comments. All right. So the time now today is 4:36 p.m. All right. The date is 12th of April 2021. Today is a Monday afternoon and the weather is quite hot right now. All right, how are you guys, man? How are you guys? All right, so before I get ready started, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, just say a hi to me in the comments. All right, because I understand Facebook there's about a 10-second lag, so I'll need to wait for 10 seconds before I can see you guys' response. Hello, Harry. Hello, Cecilia. Hello, Zhong. Hello, David. Hello, Mark. Hello, James. All right, how are you guys? Is it a Monday blues for you guys? If you are feeling blues, all right, just tahan for another 4 more days, and it is the next weekend again. All right. Hello, Wang. Good to see every one of you here. Yes, okay, David, good. Can see me, All right. So before I kickstart this session, all right. So today we'll be talking about looking at the value stocks in the SGX and Bursa. Just a quick show of hand. How many of you actually are still holding on to Singapore stocks or Malaysia stocks, or are still actively trading the Singapore or the Malaysia market? Just say me in the comments. All right. So I understand there are quite a number of Malaysians at MarketWise Asia, I believe so. All right. So if you are trading Singapore stocks or trading Malaysia stocks or buy and hold Singapore Malaysia stocks, right? Just let me know. Just say a me in the comments so that I know. Because if nobody is interested in Singapore, Malaysia stocks, right, then no point I talk about this in my Facebook Live also. Okay. Yeah, so just give me your response. And if you are new to MarketWise Asia, right, remember to give me a like. All right. So to tell Facebook that you enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future. Because if you do engage with me, if you don't like my post, right, Facebook will deem that you're not interested in my content, and Facebook will show you lesser and lesser of my Facebook Live or MarketWise Asia in your Facebook, all right, in your Facebook feed. Okay. So first thing first, let me give you a quick announcement. All right. So add to stream over here. Yes, number one. All right. I have been receiving messages, from you guys, from some of you saying that there are scammers impersonating as MarketWise Asia and has been messaging you, right, asking you to go for their trading courses, trading program, automated trading robots, and pay in crypto, etc. A lot of nonsense. All right. So all these are scammers, right? MarketWise Asia or me will never really ask you directly for money. All right. So please do not fall prey into them. All right, and give them any money. All right. So if any of these scammers try to message you, please report them to Facebook. All right. So please help me report them to Facebook. I myself, Alex, all right, Alex Yeo here, will never really message you, ask you for money, or MarketWise Asia as a profile page will never ask you for money. Please do not give them any money. All right. So second thing is the expanded ETF list. So in my previous Facebook Live, I mentioned that I have this ETF industry list over here where you can spot for potential rally or the next market rotation, sector rotation before it really rallies, right? So I've really expanded. Let me try to zoom in. I've added more stuff, you see. So I added more stuff over here. Yes, so I added in the 11 main sectors over here. I also added like the indices index over here. So for example, the SPY, the Russell 2000, S&P Mid-Cap 400, commodity Euro ETF, S&P top 100, growth stocks 1000, value stocks 1000, and all this stuff. Mid-cap, emerging markets, all the indices I've added inside this tab also. I've also added countries, all right, countries like Japan, large cap, Brazil, Taiwan, whatever you can think of. Mainly the big and popular one like Hong Kong, Japan, even Singapore. Singapore under the iShares MSCI ETF is called the EWS. Right, all this I've also added inside this ETF list also. and also commodities. All right, so whatever you can think of, right? I've also added in, for example, agriculture, aluminium, coffee, of course, the popular one like palladium, platinum, soybean, sugar, water, wheat, etc. But you need to take note is that there are a lot of these ETF, these especially the commodities one, they are not really plain vanilla ETF. They are ETN, exchange traded notes. All right. So they are a bit different, and quite a number of these ETN, their price action is not really fluid and not really liquid. Okay, so please take note. But nevertheless, it somehow track these commodities. All right, so you can take a look, and if you want to get access to this ETF list, right, to keep it in your watch list, all right, remember to join our not Facebook. Remember to subscribe to our Telegram channel. I think I forget to show you guys. All right, so okay, you guys should see the Telegram channel link on your screen. If you can't see, let me try to paste the link, our Telegram channel link in the comment. Okay. So join, and again, you should see the link in the Telegram channel for this list. All right. So yes, so quite a few of you say me, but actually not a lot. So the rest, you guys are not holding any Singapore stocks. All right. So yeah, let me see what else. Okay. So yeah, for staycation, I'll be going for a staycation tomorrow and Wednesday, so I won't be doing any Facebook Live at least for the next 2 days. All right, so don't expect to see any Facebook Live from me until at least about Thursday. All right, and yeah, and during my Facebook Live, I always talk about the Ichimoku Cloud, the pivot point, the central pivot range, and all this stuff, right? How to determine the trend, to find the support resistance, right? So I think there are always new people who are into MarketWise Asia, and I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So if you're interested to know how I set up all these indicator on TradingView, right? All right, so just refer to this YouTube tutorial. I'll be posting in the link also. All right, so Eugene say live from hotel. The one, let me take a break, can I not? Let me take a break, Yep. Okay, so let's kickstart. All right, so the S&P is the STI. All right, so TradingView, STI, the STI times index. All right, so it's been going up recently pretty well. Can you see over here? So since 2021, the STI has been up about, let's say to the top, it's about 15%. Okay, so if you talk about value stocks, right? Value stocks, you just search for the news over here. Then realize that there are quite a number of media news, financial sites that talk about value stock catching up. Here's why. Top 10 value stock values are ready to win again. Value stock appear to poise to capitalize on closing economic slack. Okay, so the theme or the sectors or the factors that are in play recently are the value stocks. Value stocks are in play again. Every dog has its day. After recently, all the tech stocks, the growth stocks are doing a sell-off, and suddenly all the recent value stocks that has been sleeping for quite some time are heading higher again. All right, so it's like suddenly they just woke up and decided to rally and just rise. Okay, so value stocks are in play, and the STI, the Singapore index, are mainly the old-fashioned kind of industry. Bank stocks, property stocks, REITs, industrial, and all these kind of stocks. So essentially, STI performed quite well recently. All right, so let me hide my yearly pivot first. Okay, so by the way, STI, the STI component stocks are 40% made up of these three local banks. The banks are UOB, DBS, and OCBC. So if you see that STI is doing very well, which means that the three local banks are performing extremely well. Okay, and for the Bursa, how many of you guys are Malaysian here, right? Just type MY in the comments so that I know you guys are Malaysian, and you guys are supporting market-wise Asia. Just type MY if you are from Malaysia. I know Mark, you are from Malaysia, right? All right, so KLSI. Yes. Let's take a look. Bursa, KLCI, sorry. Oh, Huming, you are from Malaysia. All right, so for the Malaysia recently has been range bounding, in between the cloud and all this, but nevertheless, it is still on an uptrend weekly. It is still on a uptrend. Oh, quite a number of you are from Malaysia. So do you want me to talk about Malaysia stocks in the future? Okay, so I try to because I don't want to alienate you guys. Oh, so quite a number of you. All right, so Malaysia is still on a uptrend over here. And yeah, so yes. So let me go through the STI ETF over here. STI ETF. Okay. So it's performing quite well. So, okay, really quite a number of views. Quite a number of you. All right, so I'm using this as market inout screener. All right, I mentioned quite a few times already. This is a paid screener. Some of you might need it, some of you might not. Okay, so basically I just tell the platform what I want. All right. So this is especially useful if you know exactly what you want. So for example, I want price to be above the cloud, I want to be at the pivot point, I want to be in an uptrend, that kind. You know how to define all these things. So yes, so let me find this. Okay, SGX stocks price above cloud weekly. Let's go. This is this is Shanghai. Okay, let me go to. Let's talk about Singapore stocks first. Okay, SCS run screen. Okay, let me try to zoom in over here. Can you guys see over here? So I have screened a few of these stocks over here. Oh, by the way, whatever I say today is just for entertainment purpose, for informational purpose, all right? It's not recommendation to tell you what to buy or sell right now. I'm just sharing with you what my screener is spitting out to you, okay? And yeah, I'm always wrong now, okay? So please don't copy me. Just treat me as a clown. I'm just sharing my stuff in my Facebook Live, okay? So just treat me as a clown. I'm always wrong. Don't follow me. Don't copy me. Whatever I say is just for informational purpose. Is that okay or not? If that's okay, just type okay in the comments, okay? Type okay in the comments. Before I proceed, let me take a break. So right now, we have about 60 people in the room right now on this Facebook Live. Thank you for joining. Nobody say okay, is it? Okay, okay. Wuming say okay already. All right, well, so by the way, the screening is very simple. All right, I just want to find new, fresh trends. All right, new, fresh trends. So basically, they are just starting to trend higher and going to an uptrend. So, yep. And this is more for buy and hold or position trading where you want to hold for a few months to about 1 year, that kind, okay? If you want to buy and hold for longer term, it is up to you. But I really want to find those that has been a downtrend and recently has been starting to trend higher and going into an uptrend, okay? So it's very simple. Price has to be just above the weekly Ichimoku Cloud, the cloud. So weekly time frame has been Ichimoku Cloud, and recently the price action must be strong. So the relative strength must be above 70. All right, so let's go to the chart over here. All right, so this is the Singapore market. Let's go through the Singapore market. Now I try to keep this Facebook Live sweet and short. Okay, so CapitaLand has been moving up. Of course, recently I think there's a news about CapitaLand. I think they are splitting into a new company. It's something like that. I forgot the news already. Okay, so not a very nice kind of trending wise. Jardine has ran up already. So price has been down all the way. Okay, and then suddenly go up, price above the cloud. So the best time you should enter this Jardine is when it just broke above the cloud. This is the best time. But I think due to some news, it ran up already. So I wouldn't recommend that you chase that. Of course, if you think it is still bullish, of course, go ahead and do whatever you want. Okay, so but I'm not that keen. All right, this one, potential one, I think, is Hong Kong land. All right, Hong Kong land, price has been going down for quite a number of years, and recently price just broke above the cloud over here. All right, so if you remember, for the past, I think 2 years, 1 or 2 years before the COVID actually happened, right? There was this riot, demonstration in Hong Kong, right? So actually, during that period, a lot of Hong Kong stocks has been coming down, and Hong Kong land, of course, they are property company exposure in the Hong Kong properties. All right, so they went down a lot. And if you're talking about whether they are undervalued, right? So let me go to this market in out the stock code. Let me go through here. Hong Kong land is H78. Hong Kong land H78. Okay, because Hong Kong land, they are a property company, so it is quite apt to use the price to book ratio to determine whether they are undervalued or overvalued. So the price to book ratio is 0.32 over here. If you can't see, all right, this is the price to book ratio, 0.32. So it's less than 1. So if you're just strictly talking about price to book, price over net asset value, basically book is net asset value. Okay, net asset value. So they are 0.2 is way undervalued. But of course, undervalued can continue to stay undervalued for a long time. Okay, that's the reason why for a number of years, people has been saying that Hong Kong land is undervalued. But low can go lower. So okay, it's only recently that price broke above this high over here, and right now, I think price is above $5. It's about $5. So this is I think a pretty good chart. Okay, so you can consider. But by the way, I'm not asking you to buy Hong Kong land. This is just telling you what the screener is telling me. It's like a fresh new uptrend. All right. So UIC, United Industrial Corp, right? So I think 3 weeks ago, it just broke above the cloud. So it ran up also already. If you really want to go inside, you want to wait for a pullback, UIC, then this one, Pan Ocean, not nice, okay? Hopper ran up a lot already, Thomson Medical, okay, so it was a downtrend for a long time, okay, and then burst up one candle, very big candle. So we also missed that already. It is uptrend now. So, okay. Oh, by the way, for this uptrending stock, to me, is that personally, you can choose not to buy them. You can choose not to buy them, but don't go and short them, okay? Don't go and short sell them because it is, to me, it's a clearly uptrend. Don't go and go and short them, thinking that, they can go down using CFD and short them. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so I think I want to focus is this Singapore Press Holding, SPH. For those Singaporeans, you should be very familiar with SPH, Straits Times, New Paper, whatever papers. So they generally, they not dominate all the papers in Singapore. All right, so for an extended period of time, price has been trending down steadily. And it's only recently, for the past, last week, price just broke above the cloud. And to me, that is a clear sign of uptrend. Of course, price could, just go down back again, but we have to wait for the next few weeks and see. All right, so no matter, you can tell me how you think Singapore Press Holding, is a sunset industry. Nobody is reading their newspaper anymore, whatever reasons. Okay, you can think of 101 reasons why SPH is not making money and they're continuing to go down. But right now, for the past few weeks, the price action is showing that it is not going down. It's not going down and it's going higher. So my belief is that it is might continue to trend higher. So by the way, you need to know, right? The stock market always is ahead of the economy. Okay, so you can say that SPH is at its worst right now, but the price doesn't seem to say so. So it's a leading indicator for the stock market. So SPH seems so. Yes, Yinghui, SPH have properties business. They're into aged home care and quite a few. Okay, so that helps to diversify their business, okay? But I think quite part of their revenue it is still from the media business, okay? So yes, that's right, Ying Hui. Thank you for letting us know and letting me know. Yes. Okay, so let me go to this SPH, okay. Yeah, recently has been going much higher. All right, weekly chart is showing just above the cloud over here. All right. I don't know about you, but I'm not really a fundamental guy. Okay, so if you are a FA guy and if you think that SPH has a lot of reason why it should go up, all right, please let me know. All right. Another method that you can sort of agar-agar know whether a stock is undervalued is this thing called Simply Wall Street. Okay, Simply Wall Street over here. Simply WALL, all right, st.com. Did I mention into that? Okay. Okay, no press something. By the way, this is a free plan, so registration is free, and you can only view 5 companies in a month. I'm just sharing with you for demo purpose. Sometimes I also use that because I'm not really an FA guy. So if you want to use TA plus FA together, okay, and you can use that. Okay, so based on their calculation or valuation, I don't know how they calculate whether it is a company is undervalued or overvalued, but I suspect is that they're using DCF, discounted cash flow methods, right, to value a company, or at least using peer-to-peer, the industry ratio or their fair price based on the industry peers, right? So they are also saying that SPH right now is under, oh, not this one, sorry, is undervalued. So current price is 176, fair value is 220. So they are thinking that, SPH right now is also undervalued. So this is, FA-wise, this Simply Wall Street is implying that it is undervalued. I'm not saying that they are right. I'm just saying that based on their proprietary calculation that they are saying that SPH is undervalued, and my calculation, not my calculation, but basically my chart reading, all right, how I define the uptrend, downtrend is saying that SPH is also on an uptrend. So this is a stock that you might want to consider so far, all right? Okay, so am I providing value to you so far right now? If I am, please type value in the comments while I take a break and drink water. All right. If I'm providing value, please type value in the comments right now. Any question, right? You can also just type in the chat box or whatever. All right. So if you think I'm providing value and if you want to hear more from me, especially if you are new to MarketWise Asia, remember to give me a like, share, or comment, at least to engage with me, so that to let Facebook know that you want to hear more of me or from MarketWise Asia in the future. Because if you don't interact with me, Facebook will deem that you are not interested, okay? And they will think that you don't see more of me, so you're not show you, okay? So yes, and let me continue. SIA Engineering are very similar also to this SIA. To me, it's like brother and sister lah. Okay, if SIA is doing well, they should be doing pretty well. So recently, price just broke above the cloud also. Okay, second time. SIA Engineering, Golden Agri is commodity stock. Recently, also price broke above the cloud over here. All right, Golden Agri. Yanlong price action is not really nice, but nevertheless, it is still above the cloud. Yanlong also property. Hotel property, all these are not that liquid, so I don't really like it. Bukit Sembawang, not many people actually mention, but they are also above the cloud right now. They're also on property. And OUE, okay, also price just broke above the cloud over here. So recently, so all these are, very traditional kind of business, and some of them has been undervalued for quite a number of years already. So recently they have been rallying higher and has a chance to continue to hit higher. Of course, price will move just boom directly up lah. So they'll be in wave, just go up. So expect up, down, up, down, up, down. Providing the market is still on an uptrend. Okay. So, and the rest, Metro Holding. This also looks kind of a cold stock. Not a lot of people trade that or invest in that, but Metro, I know about them because when I first started in my investing or trading journey, I started as a FA guy. I invested in quite a number of these undervalued stocks, and Metro is one of them. Okay, Metro, of course, the departmental store is not really. I think are they still around? If I'm not mistaken, they already closed already, right? Metro, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of them are Metro. Part of it is in property business, in property. So you can also use this price to book ratio to determine whether they are undervalued or overvalued. Let me see these M01 Metro, M01 Metro Holdings. Price to book ratio is also below 0.7. Okay, so to me it's still undervalued. So a chance to go higher also, but this is just potential only, but doesn't mean that you continue to go higher. All right, Delphi, Yeo Hap Seng recently, yes, I think they've been in the news also. Yeo Hap Seng, Yeo's on the Yeo's drink, and Q&M, Straco. The rest are pretty small stocks already, so I don't want to really go into them already. All right, so these are quite a number of few Singapore stocks that have the potential to go a lot higher. Of course, the most high profile one I think will be Singapore Press Holding, the SPH, and the SIA Engineering. All right, then the let me go to the screen over here. Then Bursa, run on the screen over here. Bursa. Okay, so basically all these stock I also filter them according to their market cap. So the bigger they are, they'll be listed at the top first. So I'm not so familiar with Malaysia stocks or the Bursa Malaysia stocks. So let me know if you want to share stuff with me. Let me go to the chart over here. Go to the weekly. Axiata Group, is it very big in Malaysia? They are quite big, but I don't really like it. It's because a lot of false signal, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so I don't really like it. DG, I know that. I think DG is a telco, is it? DG, so I don't really like it. Also, price action is a bit noisy. But Genting looks good. Genting looks good. All right, so price has been on a steady downtrend for a number of years already. All right, since 2018. And recently just broke above the cloud. All right, recently just broke above the cloud. So looks good to me. Genting. IJM, also not too sure about that, but also looks pretty okay to me. All right, if you're in Malaysia, right, do comment and share with you whether all these good stocks, bad stocks, or how big they are, whether they are they are liquid. A lot of people trade them and all this. Hi, hey, Amy, thanks for your comment. So you say that Axiata and DG are in merger talks. Is it? Okay, so maybe that's why recently price has been going up for Axiata and DG. All right, so that's the reason why I suppose. So thank you for your input and your comments. 谢谢你. Then SPCertia, how do I pronounce that? I think they are infrastructure, right? So looks good also for quite a number of years already. The SPCertia, so going down recently, price just broke above the cloud. Okay, looks good to me. All right, SPCertia. UOA development, a bit noisy over here, but overall okay. I think price has been going up also and broke above the cloud, so it's still legit to me. Guangchong no lah. Aeon no. Cement not really. Berjaya no. Eco World Development. Okay, looks good to me. Steady downtrend and recently just broke above the cloud. Okay, so you realize that I like to screen or find stocks that tends to have a steady downtrend for a long time, then suddenly quietly just broke above the cloud. Best is just quietly, slowly and steady above the cloud and don't suddenly do this kind of burst up one. That's the best. So, like for example, Eco World, they are looks quite good to me. All right. So I need to mention, doesn't mean that all these stocks will fly. Okay, Alex is always wrong. Please use this just as a trade ideas to determine, what are the potential stocks that you can go in, and please do your own due diligence, or maybe if you are good in FA fundamentals, look into that. Okay. Hey, Amy, thank you for your comments. Also, SP Setia equal all property developer. Padini, I know. Padini is the the retail fashion, because I always, before COVID, I'll always go to City Square, go to Malaysia with my friends, and buy some of these Padini shirt. Yeah, pretty good, Padini fashion, right? So yes, quite good also. Price downtrend and recently just above the cloud. So Padini looks good also. All right. Did I get it correct or not, Padini? Amy. All right, so the rest, not really. Aeon, yeah, Aeon, this is, price Aeon, I think most people should be quite familiar. So price just above the cloud also. The rest doesn't look very good. MSM Malaysia holding suddenly just burst up like that. I don't really like that. So it's a bit hard to chase, but if you want to, can take a look also. MSM Malaysia. The rest, Eastern and Oriental Berhad. So I don't know what they do also. Amy, you know or not? So looks good to me. Steady downtrend recently just broke above the cloud. Okay. WCE Holding. Okay, also looks pretty good. WCE Holdings. All right, recently just broke above the cloud. Yeah, Amy said Padini used to be FA favorite. Are they making money right now? I'm not too sure. As I said, I'm not an FA guy. I'm just showing you what the screener spit out. I'm a technical guy, so yep. The rest are, I think, pretty small already, so I don't go through that. Okay, so these are the few Malaysia stocks that I think has the potential. All right, so you need to do your own due diligence. Let me go through some of these questions. James is asking how I share the Singapore, how I screen the Singapore and Hong Kong stock, albeit Malaysia. Can I tell you this is proprietary? No lah, okay, it's not proprietary. Actually, the idea is very simple. Okay, you just need to find stocks based on weekly time frame that just broke above the weekly cloud recently. Okay, recently. So I'm using market in out. So you need to know exactly how to the algorithm, how to phrase it, how to program it, or whatever you call it. Okay. So yeah, simply that. Okay. So how to screen stock that just broke above the weekly cloud recently. All right. And of course, you still need some discretionary views, eyeball and see the chart. Doesn't mean that everything the screener spit out, then it's okay to buy one. All right. Oh, Minghan, bro. So how about Union Gas? Singapore stocks, is it Union Gas? Union Gas, what is the ticker? 1F2. Wow, Union Gas. Union Gas is definitely on a strong uptrend. Very nice uptrend. You can see. All right, even though the price action is not that fluid, okay, but I can see price generally still respect the CPR, see? CPR. So it is clearly on a uptrend, Union Gas, okay? You what already, are you in Union Gas or not? Sorry about that. All right, so any questions so far? Gold, silver. Wang is asking about gold, silver. What you want to know about gold and silver? All right. So to me, gold on the daily time frame, it is still below the cloud, below the cloud. Yeah, but it's above the CPR. So it's a bit, below the cloud means that price is downtrend, but above the CPR, the central pivot range means that, the downtrend is weakening. Okay. Right now, recently for gold, it is range bound. Okay, it's not that easy to trade. But if you're talking about strictly quantifiable, right, then I can say that gold, it is still on a downtrend, long-term time frame, because price is below the cloud. All right, but on the daily time frame, the downtrend is weakening because price is above the CPR. But okay, on a daytime frame, when it hit the R1 level, all right, it's a potential to short also. But I try not to do that right now because there are other better things to trade now, okay, for me. So the silver also, all right, below the cloud, and it's still resisted by the central pivot range over here. So I would still deem gold and silver, it is still in a downtrend. Even for weekly time frame basis, silver is uptrend, okay, on a weekly time frame basis, silver is still on a uptrend, but on daily time frame, below the cloud, below the CPR, so it's on a downtrend. So you have to look at the multiple time frame analysis. All right. Marcus is asking about E27. All right, E27, the place holding. E27, is it this is a very small cap stock, is it? Oops. Base holding. Capitalization, 800, 900 million, still okay for Singapore context. All right, so for the E27, if you are, I don't know what's the reason over here, okay? I not really so into Singapore stocks, so there's a burst up over here, and then price has been doing a consolidation and then continue to go higher, and volume has been picking up recently, so price is still above the cloud, above the CPR. All right, if you are just talking about this strictly on price action, it still looks okay to me, but I'm not so sure whether this stock is being manipulated by the Zhengke. I don't know the backstory, so I'm not so comfortable in just outright tell you my view, because if this stock is manipulated by the big boys, then it can be a bit hard to trade. Okay, because Singapore stocks, a lot of small companies, they can be manipulated by the Zhengke. All right, so of course on a weekly time frame, it is still an uptrend. Okay, but generally I want to, for Singapore stocks, if you're talking about buy and hold, I want to look into all the blue chips, the bigger companies. I prefer that. Okay, for example, the property companies, the REITs, or the industrial, the banks, all this stuff Okay. Yep, I think that's all for today. Just a quick recap over here. All right, for those who just joined us or who has been staying with us, there are scammers out there who has been messaging you guys through Telegram or Facebook Messenger. Please report them to Facebook and say that, hey, they are fake, okay? They are scammers, all right? Please don't give them any money. Please don't give them any Bitcoin, all right? Second is the expanded list. In my previous Facebook Live, I mentioned that, the potential watch list can look at them before they move. I've already expanded them, the 11 main sectors, plus all the indices, the countries, and the commodities. Please join the Telegram channel in order to get access to this list over here. The link, I will post it in the comments also. This is the MarketWise Asia Facebook link. And yes, last but not least, I'll be going for staycation for the next 2 days, so I won't be doing Facebook Live for at least the next 2 days, okay? Yeah. James is asking for experience price breakthrough. Of course, there will always be false break. Okay, so you cannot be sure. So based on my experience, about 60 to 70% they tend to hold. Okay, there'll be times where you fail. So if price break below the cloud again, then you want to cut loss. So always have a stop loss in place. And remember, Alex is always wrong. Please don't copy me. Whatever stocks that I mentioned today is just for it's just for informational purpose, or do your own due diligence. Okay, all right. And yeah, for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, know what the heck is Ichimoku Cloud pivot point, central pivot range, how to set this all up, right? Please go to this link over here in the comments. Okay, I'll post them in the comments. All right, so 40 minutes. Okay, I think today is pretty short. So yeah, I think that's all for today. So I will see you guys maybe later of the week. All right, so enjoy your week ahead, and I will see you guys again very soon. So 再见, have a good week ahead. Bye bye.